Hi YouTubers, this is going to be a bit of a different one for you, and it's something that I've been seeing in the news and on YouTube. Funny enough, you just take these glasses off and see nothing with them on. Sinkholes, right? They seem to be appearing everywhere at the minute. Particularly the ones that have really caught my attention have been the ones in the UK. I think there's been a couple up in Yorkshire. Well, after a little bit of, what's the word, lazy browsing, googling it and having a little look on YouTube, I sort of realised it's quite, I nearly said big business, but there's a lot of them and it's happening all over the world. There's quite a lot of video footage and stuff in the news and whatnot about these sinkholes appearing. I've had a look at the pictures and whatnot, but something that sort of intrigued me is the fact that some of them seem perfectly round. Now I imagine a sinkhole, by the way they describe it, you've got land, let's say the top of the video screen is ground level, below it you've got some sort of underground water going on, whether it just be seeping away slowly or whatever, and it can sort of erode the soil or rock or whatever, or sand or whatever it may be. The water erodes it away, and we all know that water erodes things away, hence the Grand Canyon. So like a little chamber can grow. If the chamber gets big enough and something heavy enough goes across the top of it, the top caves in, bang, you've got a sinkhole. And some of the ones I've seen are just sort of like a random circular-ish shape. Makes perfect sense to me, nothing strange about that. But then you start looking a little bit more and some of them seem perfectly circular. Now what the hell would cause that? Seems weird. And purely by coincidence, the other day I don't know, I typed in UFO or something, and once you start these things, all sorts comes up, doesn't it? And there was a thing about strange circles in the sky. I'm coming to my point, right? And I thought, yeah, okay, there's these strange circles in the sky. There's sinkholes in the earth. Some are perfectly round. You know, I can't get my head around that at all. And then, I don't know, my mind was sort of wandering, and I thought back to this device that the scientists were making, and I think it was about 5 years ago they finally turned this thing on, and I've had to take notes on this. And this thing's called the Large Hadron Collider. Right. Just a bit of a rundown about it. The Large Hadron Collider is a series of tubes that one lap is nearly 17 miles. That'll give you an idea of the size of it. And it's about 100 metres below ground, and it's near the border between, I think it's France and Switzerland. When this thing was first switched on, there was news coverage about it, and a few scientists had said that the experiment was basically they were going to fire protons or electrons or whatever they're called around this thing. They're going to have one lot going one way, one lot going another way, then they're going to introduce them to each other and they sort of collide at about the speed of light. And they wanted to sort of replicate the beginning of time, you know, like the Big Bang and all that. Well, some of these scientists said that there's a slight risk that you could create a black hole. Again, we're coming to the whole thing. I did write down here, as per usual, I've got bits of paper all over the place. In one of the links that I'm going to put underneath, it said that people feared it may create microscopic black holes. Now I would imagine a black hole be perfectly circular, so the circles come in again. It's let me read my notes. It said people feared it may create microscopic black holes. Again, I've just said that. Or the creation of particles called strangelets. Now these strangelets, I don't even like the sound of them, so I looked them up a little bit. Not that this is going to make a lot of sense because I'm no scientist myself, but I'll just read you what I found out. It says strangelets strips atoms off of electrons. Then the exposed nucleus would be absorbed into the growing strangelet. We know of no barrier to the growth of dangerous strangelets. Holy shit. Don't like the sound of that. So, my point is, there's holes appearing on the Earth's surface. Some of them are perfectly round. UFOs happen to be round. That's one of the things I was coming to. Flying discs, you know, a UFO, if there is such a thing, can go down these round holes. Maybe they're making them. I don't know. Then you've got this Large Hadron Collider. That's round. And they did say that they were worried that it could create a microscopic black hole. Well, anyone that don't know what a black hole is, and I don't really know, but I think they sort of suck in matter, you know. So if you had like a microscopic black hole, I don't know how big a microscopic one would be, but let's just imagine it's that big. Sucks all the rest of that's around it, you know, so it could be quite a big hole. I don't know whether sinkholes are down to black holes or not, you know, because you would think that all the holes would be around the collider, but they are. And to my surprise, I uploaded this in a video that I've never actually uploaded because YouTube wouldn't let me. I clicked on upload and sat back and waited, and then it came up that my webcam or the program I'm using was unable to connect to YouTube. Oh well, it's happened before, you know, no big deal. So I went into my video manager, you know, on YouTube, and it said YouTube wouldn't let me upload the video because it's duplicate content. And there's me thinking I'm the only one that's noticed. So I thought, oh, honest, genuinely was surprised. So I typed into YouTube something like, what was it I typed in now? Sinkhole UFO. Sure enough, there's people that claim to have seen UFOs going in and out of these sinkholes. So, great minds think alike. I mean, I've never seen one. I've never claimed to see one, but it just seems weird. Got these round formations of, I don't know, whatever it is in the sky. I wouldn't even call them clouds. Have a look, do like a search. Maybe I'll stick a link underneath. Yes, I did see some the other day, they're quite sort of amazing. But getting back to this Large Collider, I hope I'm not boring you lot, but I'll just tell you a little bit about this thing. And we'll stick a link to the information that I got. Apparently it was launched about 5 years ago, or I presume that was when they hit the on button. It's circular in shape, nearly 17 miles long, and weighs 38,000 tonnes. And it is approximately 100 metres underground, and it's located near the French-Swiss border. And basically what they're doing, they're colliding protons and electrons and ions in a vacuum at around about the speed of light. That's pretty quick, isn't it? So if you've got something travelling at the speed of light one way and something travelling at the speed of light the other way, the closing speed is pretty damn quick. And they're also planning on making a bigger one. information about the bigger one's pretty sketchy, so I've got no idea where it is. No idea really, apart from that. What else have I written here? A bit about the strangelets. They sound sort of a bit scary, to be honest. So there you are, that's my sort of spin on it. Sinkholes. Alien spacecraft. Crop circles. Obviously, crop circles, you know, they're round as well. And maybe someone somewhere is trying to tell us something, or maybe we're just not reading the signs of whatever's going on in the world. It could just be total coincidence. But I'm a bit of, I don't know, I'm a sort of a logical thinking bloke. And I sort of, you know, using logic, I think, well, if I drop my pen on the floor, using logic, when I look down, it should be there. You know, so, don't take a lot of working out, does it? But stuff like this, you know, your brain gets hold of it and think, it's a job to know what's going on, isn't it? So they are, I think, sort of ground to a bit of a stop, so I suppose I better end there. So what's your spin on it? If you can find like an interesting video that involves all what I've said, it's like I say, I've not researched it, this was out of my brain, my video. I tried to upload it and then it was like a duplicate, so I was pretty pissed off about that, but someone else thought of it before I did. Leave your comments, you know. I can't say no more than that. But they are. Thanks for watching. It's just my spin on what's going on in the world. I can't make no sense out of it. No more than what you can. But there you go. Good luck on working that one out. And I hope that I've sort of opened up your eyes to what I'm thinking. And maybe you can tell me what you think about it all, you know. There you go. Laters.